during the height of the Cold War, when nuclear silence was more dangerous than open fire, the United States Navy and the CIA planned one of the most daring espionage missions in history. It was called Operation Ivy Bells, a secret so deep that only a handful of men in the world knew it existed. In the early 1970s, U.S. intelligence discovered that the Soviet Navy was transmitting its most sensitive military communications through undersea cables lying quietly on the floor of the Sea of Okhotsk. The waters were heavily guarded, patrolled by Soviet ships, aircraft, and sonar nets. To attempt a spy mission here was almost suicidal, but the reward was priceless: direct access to the conversations of Moscow's top commanders. The mission began with the specially modified submarine USS Halibut. On the outside, it looked like any other submarine. Inside, however, it carried secret diving chambers, spy equipment, and a team of elite divers trained for extreme underwater operations. Every man aboard knew that if they were caught, Washington would deny their existence. Capture meant prison or worse. Late at night, deep in the freezing waters, the Halibut crept past Soviet defenses. With sonar cloaked and engines barely humming, it moved like a ghost across the ocean floor. At the exact location of the Soviet cable, Navy divers slipped out of the submarine into the black void of the sea. Their task: attach a recording device nicknamed the Tap onto the communication line without cutting it. One mistake and the Soviets would know immediately. The divers worked in total darkness, guided only by faint lights on their helmets. After hours of careful effort, the Tap was in place. It was a technological marvel, a magnetic induction device that could record every transmission passing through the cable, yet remain invisible to Soviet detection. The divers returned to the Halibut, and the submarine vanished back into the depths, leaving behind a silent spy that would change the war of intelligence. Month after month, U.S. submarines returned to collect the recordings. What they brought back shocked Washington. The tapes revealed the Soviet Navy's true submarine operations, patrol routes, and weaknesses. It was like reading the enemy's diary. The intelligence gave the U.S. Navy a decisive edge in the silent chess game beneath the seas. But no secret lasts forever. In the 1980s, a traitor inside the NSA, Ronald Pelton, sold the details of Ivy Bells to the Soviets. When the Americans returned to retrieve the Tap, they found the cable cut and the device gone. The Soviets had discovered the operation, ending one of the greatest spy missions of the Cold War. Operation Ivy Bells remains legendary, not just because of its daring execution, but because it showed how far nations would go to listen to the whispers of their enemies. It was proof that in the Cold War, battles were not always fought with guns or missiles, but with silence, shadows, and secrets beneath the sea.